I'm gonna talk about Lebanon.
Yes.
Okay, Lebanon, it's so good. Wallah, everything, it's life.
Quality of the food and service has been superb, and Lebanese have extremely high taste. They do very high taste.
If you want to meet a Lebanese guy, like, what's the process for women?
I don't think I've ever seen a country like this that has everything.
That's why they say, no matter what happens, Lebanon will still keep surviving. Lebanon will still keep surviving.
Lebanon, once known as the Switzerland of the Middle East and renowned for its vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and thriving economy. This small nation has endured much over the course of its history, marked by significant political and economic turmoil. The country's rich religious diversity has long been its strength and challenge, with power delicately shared among 18 different sects. However, this intricate balance was shattered by a brutal civil war from 1975 to 1990, leaving deep scars on the country and its people. Despite the war's end, the legacy of division and conflict lingered, complicating efforts at national unity and rebuilding. The influx of over 1 million Syrian refugees since 2011 has further strained Lebanon's already fragile infrastructure, and by the late 2010s, it became clear that Lebanon's economic model was unsustainable. In 2019, the economy collapsed, the Lebanese pound plummeted, and strict capital controls trapped people's savings, causing widespread financial hardship. Amidst this economic turmoil, mass protests erupted in October 2019, uniting citizens from all walks of life against government corruption and mismanagement, leading to the resignation of Prime Minister Saad Hariri's government. But hope turned to despair with the catastrophic Beirut port explosion in August 2020. This tragedy further exposed state dysfunction and inflicted widespread devastation on the capital, Beirut. And then there's the ongoing conflict with Israel, which complicates an already fragile state and adds another layer of uncertainty and concern. And so, against the backdrop of this complex history and conflicting media narratives, I jumped at the opportunity to see for myself what this country and its people are all about.
I cannot believe that I have actually made it to Lebanon. I have waited years for this moment. This is no exaggeration. I have waited years. And the funny thing is that I've come at a time where there's a lot of tension in the country, especially down south. It is crazy that it doesn't even feel like there is a war. A lot of people are flocking into the country. The airport was full. I literally stood in the immigration line for 2 hours because there were so many flights that came in. So people are not running away from Lebanon. Life is going on, as it should. And the first thing that the driver who picked me up told me was, don't be afraid with everything that you're hearing on the news. All that stuff is not up here in Beirut, it is further down south. So don't be afraid to just enjoy yourself, be relaxed, and just have a good time. What more could you possibly want to hear under these circumstances to just put your mind at ease? If you're wondering why I'm in Lebanon, well, I'm actually here for my friend's wedding, and I can't believe it. I mean, it always hits different when your childhood friends are getting married. So that's why this trip is so exciting too, because this isn't just like an exploration and adventure trip. This is also like a reunion with a lot of friends, and I guess you could say family that I haven't seen in a long time, and just like sharing in everybody's joy and just, yeah, oh my goodness, I'm so happy, honestly. But right now it is currently 2:30 in the morning. So obviously I don't have any plans for tonight. All I have to do right now is sleep. So see you in the morning.
Good morning. just taking a stroll in Beirut, and the weather is impeccable. So hot. It's exactly what I've needed. In case you're wondering, Google Maps here doesn't work too well because the pin says that you're in the airport a lot of the time, which isn't necessarily true. And I was told that that is because of a lot of GPS jamming because of the war with Israel and all of that. So the signals have been interrupted to disrupt drones. And interestingly enough, I was also reading that that has affected a lot of dating apps because Lebanese guys were getting profiles from of Israeli girls, which is funny because Israelis are not allowed in Lebanon. So it's quite interesting how, you know, the war has really affected a lot of things here.
After my short morning stroll, I linked up with my friends and the rest of the wedding crew, and we all headed north to explore some of Lebanon's popular attractions. Our first stop was the Jeita Grotto, Lebanon's hidden gem and a natural wonder of the world. Discovered in the 19th century, this breathtaking cave system stretches nearly 9 kilometers and showcases nature's artistry in stunning limestone formations. Sadly, visitors are not allowed to take pictures inside the cave, so hopefully these online images help you imagine how it looked in person. But all these years since its discovery, Jeita Grotto has become a symbol of Lebanon's natural beauty and resilience. About a 25-minute drive from Jeita is the village of Harissa, a serene sanctuary perched high above the Mediterranean Sea and home to one of the most iconic landmarks in Lebanon. Right now I am at the Our Lady of Lebanon holy site. This place has a giant statue of the Virgin Mary and there's steps around that you can actually climb to get to the top, and it has a breathtaking view of Lebanon. This is a pilgrimage site for a lot of Christians, and every year it draws millions of tourists from around the world. This is one of the main attractions in Lebanon. It gets more narrow as you get closer to the top. My first impressions of Lebanon left me in awe. The landscape is extremely beautiful, and in less than an hour you can journey from the majestic mountains to the serene sea. The country is extremely service-oriented, with a vibrant artsy side juxtaposed against its more rustic charm. Truly, anything you desire can be found here. Picture yourself sipping coffee in a quaint cafe or wandering through a bustling shopping mall. Lebanon offers it all. However, things are tough economically and the cost of living is really high. The exchange rate stands at a staggering $1 to 89,000 Lebanese pounds, and most transactions are conducted in US dollars.
When the economic crisis happened, the bank couldn't pay out everyone else. So people started buying a lot of things because they knew the bank was going bust. People were buying cars, people were buying houses, people were buying a bunch of stuff. Then the bank went bust and a lot of people lost millions of dollars. Now currently the bank has like a condition, they'll give you a certain amount of money on a monthly basis. Okay. Say we're giving Richard $300 every month from the money he kept with us to try and pay him out over the next 10 or 15 or 20 years. That would be their plan ideally. But currently here in Lebanon, we don't even use the local currency as much. The main currency is the US dollar. So if you want to buy something, you're paying in dollar. The local currency is basically used on small transactions just to settle things here and there. Aside from that, the primary thing you're using here is the US dollar. But still, because we have so many people living outside of Lebanon, we have about 4 or 5 million people here, 20 plus outside. Because so many people live outside, everybody likes to come back home during the summer. And everybody coming back home is coming back with money, US dollar. It gets pumped back in. So there's always money still coming outside. Anybody that can buy a house will buy a house. Anybody that can buy a car will buy a car, because Lebanese eventually still love this place. So they'll always bring back money here. So that's why they say, no matter what happens, Lebanon will still keep surviving and keep pushing itself forward, because we have a lot of support from outside, and it's just not only internal, as you can see.
Yeah.
But despite the economic and political challenges, one thing that pleasantly surprised me is the unwavering pride Lebanese people have in their country.
Je m'appelle Walid, je suis libanais, mais j'ai vécu en Afrique et au Nigeria. Je viens pour des vacances au Liban. Le Liban, c'est un pays qui est très beau, mais qui est aussi difficile à vivre parce qu'on a toujours des problèmes économiques et politiques. Et la plupart des Libanais sont en Afrique ou aux États-Unis ou en Australie ou au Brésil. Mais on a toujours des gens qui viennent de dehors pour visiter le Liban.
Lebanon is a very touristic country. But the irony is that we are the main tourists. As citizens, I believe we're the biggest tourists in the country because most of our population live outside of Lebanon. We're around 5 million Lebanese in the country and over 20 million in the diaspora. So, as much as we're welcoming, we're also very diverse.
Lebanon, it's so good. Wallah. Beirut, okay. Everything, it's life.
Yeah.
You know, life. It's runaway and just Lebanon.
Yeah.
شعب كتير فخم.
You escape, you know.
Yes.
French is actually a language that's spoken a lot in Lebanon because Lebanon was colonized by the French, okay, and most of the schools here, maybe like 70-80% of schools teach French. We also speak English because it's something that everyone has to speak, okay, and Arabic, of course Arabic is the language we have to speak in Lebanon.
I would say we're up there in the world regarding service and hospitality. We set the standard, if I may say. We're just a welcoming and resilient people.
I'm from Palestinian.
Palestine, okay.
Yeah, I born in Lebanon.
Okay.
But Lebanon قد ما صار في حروب وقد ما صار الشعب okay الشعب بضله بحب الحياة life just live life
Yeah.
and only good vibes.
Good vibes only.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Nurhan.
Nice to meet
Yes,
you. Nurhan.
nice to meet you too.
When it comes to food, we all know that Lebanese food is unmatched. Dishes like tabbouleh, kibbeh, and manakish are culinary treasures, and the fresh seafood is just incredible. But for me, the real highlight of the Lebanese food scene was actually the fruit. I have never seen or tasted such colorful, juicy, and fresh fruits. I swear, these fruits have special healing powers, especially after an eventful night out.
Sorry, we're doing food.
It's okay.
It's me, Sarah, I'm a native Lebanese. Just like this.
Guys, that makes sense. I had no intention of eating with you, believe me.
This is...
What is this?
Summertime in Lebanon is a dream. The sky is clear, the sun is beaming down, and everybody is out relaxing at a beach or enjoying good food at a restaurant.
Lebanese people are so hell-bent on just chilling wherever there's water. Like, it is probably one of the country's biggest activities to do. Just go to the beach or go to the pool, and they're lucky because the landscape of the country enables them to do just that. So it's a great place to be. It's really, life is just so chill here. You can't come to Lebanon and not go to the beach.
When the sun goes down, the enjoyment continues. Beirut at night is a city transformed, coming alive with lights, sounds, and energy. The nightlife here is electric, offering a blend of the modern and the traditional that caters to every taste. The rooftop lounges are as alive as always, with good music, drinks, and dancing. And despite the heat, the smell of shisha smoke and cigarettes fills the air. There is this infectious party vibe that just illustrates how important it is for the Lebanese to enjoy life and also each other's company. One of the hottest spots is Raouche, a coastal district famous for its upscale apartment buildings, numerous restaurants, and a view of the iconic Pigeons Rock. The Corniche, a bustling seaside promenade, is a popular spot for walking, jogging, and taking in the view. A short drive from Raouche is the Beirut Marina, a hub of luxury and leisure in the heart of the city. This vibrant waterfront area is home to an array of upscale restaurants, chic cafes, and boutique shops. The marina itself is filled with boats and yachts, offering a glimpse into the city's affluent lifestyle. Just like many parts of the city, with all the hustle and bustle, it is very common to find valets on the streets ready to help you park your car. Every service business in Lebanon just seems designed to make your life easier, which I guess you could say is a necessity in such challenging times.
If you've noticed, everything we've eaten, no matter where, the quality of the food and service has been superb. And it's primarily because the standards here are very high. So if you open your business, for example, and it could be any business, a hair salon, whether you do nails or food, if you come and open your business and you're not at that standard, people are not going to go to you. And Lebanese have extremely high taste. They do very high taste. So you need to make sure if you want to come in here, you come in here to set the bar very high. Because whether the economy is working or the economy is not working, Lebanese always have a good time. And they'll always go out. They'll always look for the best things. So you need to make sure that you're setting the right kind of standard. Obviously, currently now, economically, we're not in a great position because there are a lot of political things going on. But if you put that aside and you just focus on the people themselves, the locals, you'll know that they're great people.
Yeah.
And they offer you a great time, great service. Everybody's looking to have a good time. The summer vibe is real. It is.
It really is.
It is. And in the winter, by the way, it's a completely different vibe, but even better.
Right now, I'm walking in Zaytuna Bay. It is a place right next to the ocean. There's a lot of yachts here. It's a very commercial area, a lot of food businesses. So the restaurant business is booming here, a lot of shops as well. So many tourists here just coming to enjoy themselves and just see what Lebanon is all about. This is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a country like this that has everything. It has the so-called low parts, it has the high life, it has everything.
So, if you want to meet a Lebanese guy, like, what's the process for women?
I won't show him that I'm interested at first. لازم يرجع يسأل أنا حاسة حالي عم بحكي بالمدرسة.
So, if you're interested, you wouldn't tell him?
No,
The man
because
has to
men are
chase.
very easy and women are easier.
Yes, okay.
So باخد وقتي as long
Okay.
as he's chasing and he
Yeah.
wants really to know me, to
Yes.
get to know me.
Yes,
He has to at least try, not one time, not
He has to
two
work
times,
hard.
like a lot.
a lot, okay. So, if I want to approach a Lebanese girl and, like, get to know her, what's the process? Like, what do you do?
They're very thoughtful of those around them.
Yeah.
Their family name, their culture. So like when a guy approaches them, they're very considerate about that. Be seen with another guy that they don't know, etc. But like myself, I just grew up and I actually just talk to them. Usually, the best way, however, in Lebanon, the best way is to get an introduction from a friend or
From friend or family. Okay.
because like she feels more comfortable. And if anything goes wrong, like she has a reference point back.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
But be free. That's
Okay.
like.
Deixa que o carinho seja um beijo de uma flor. Deixa que o amor abra a porta da tua casa. Deixa que o carinho seja um beijo de uma flor. Desde pequenino que eu sei que o amor amolece a dor e ingratidão. Desde pequenino que eu sei que o amor perdura. Basta ter carinho e compreensão.
Lebanon is a place that leaves a lasting impression, and my visit here reminded me that the true essence of a country is found in its people. Lebanon truly is its people, at home and in the diaspora. Despite years of political and economic hardship, the resilience of the Lebanese people shines, embodying a joyous spirit that refuses to be extinguished. In these days of widespread conflict, instability, and difficulty, I have been inspired by this spirit of hope and resilience. And now I truly understand why many believe that Lebanon's best days are still ahead.